And
Bob Murdoch.
Bob Murdoch?
Yeah.
Murdoch. How do you spell it?
M-R-U-D-O-C-K.
M-R-U-M-U-R-D-O-C-K.
Sorry. Thanks.
Bob Murdoch. Bob Murdoch?
Yeah.
Okay, we're live. We have 0 viewers right now, but that doesn't matter. We're coming back to you.
We got this.
With the quarterfinals of the ROC Cup Team Sealed. We're in the top 8. You see a little icon I got?
It's nice. It's nice.
It's kind of nice, yeah. We're ready to watch a couple of these dudes just rock-ish. Matt Dunham is playing Thanos Prime, right?
Thanos Prime, Thanos Duplicate, and number 19 Iron Man.
Okay, and let's go Iron Man and Thanos Duplicate. Very good, very good. And Bob Murdoch.
Bob is running Maestro. World Breaker.
What a beast. World Breaker.
And Alex Wilder.
Oh.
Right?
Breaking theme for that. Wonderful, wonderful support. Excited to see this. All right, we are ready to go, and I think the players are too.
Knock it out, man.
Yeah. Get the door. Guys, get the door, please. All right. So, this is a pretty wide open map. You're familiar with this rock map?
Arcade. Oh yeah.
Arcade. Now, this Maestro team, pretty strong advantage possibly against the Thanos Prime.
Yeah, it's gonna put out damage. That's a full point World Breaker and Maestro. Yeah, that's kind of rough. 2 stop clicks on World Breaker.
3 stop clicks on World Breaker?
No, 2.
2 stop clicks on World Breaker.
Maestro's its own monster. Top click, 19 defense. Invincible. Yeah.
That's beastly.
Man, it's got a solid build.
So this is a full point World Breaker. We haven't seen a full point World Breaker.
That was Bob's build. My bad. Bob's build.
Matt's playing the Thanos Prime.
Thanos Duplicate, Iron Man.
And
yeah,
that's all. It looks like Matt won map roll though.
Yeah, he took it in the arcade. No hindering bonuses, or hindering bonuses for the World Breakers. Maestro's a 20 before his perplex, so he's a 21 if he wants him to be.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's kind of rough.
Thanos Prime is
that one.
Yeah. And
World Breaker.
He's also got a World Breaker?
No. Thanos.
He's got the Iron Man.
Thanos
018?
019.
019. Ah, that's that Spider Iron Man.
Yeah.
That's that good, man. 25-point duplicate. Is that accurate?
That doesn't...
Well, no, it can't. That must be on the sideline. Thanos will generate it. Right?
Sideline Thanos. Correct.
Yep.
Cool. I was like, wow, that's way over.
So yeah, it looks. These squares here, those would be blocking, but right, Maestro.
Yeah,
and
because Maestro and World Breaker destroy blocking terrain.
So they're just moving up, gaining the hindering bonus.
Setting up for that.
Perplexing up defenses. It looks like he's put World Breaker in front.
Yeah, so
because World Breaker and Maestro
share a keyword, it can get a +2 to any stat.
And Maestro's Baron of the Battle World of Other.
So if he wants him to
perplex up defense and
sidestep 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's an 8 charge. He can hit Thanos now. I'm pretty sure with a charge.
No way.
Pull up stats on World Breaker, please.
Yeah, right here. 8 charge. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2.
So sidestep. So no, it's a +2. So he'll get almost there.
Oh, the +2 is all right.
Bob's gonna get him. So if Matt.
So yeah, this World Breaker.
Matt's not careful. He's gonna get him.
He's gonna get
smashed.
Quake Super Strength, when he uses Super Strength after resolution to generate a standard light object. So he's just over the top again and again with extra damage. 8, 11, 18, 4, Indomitable. Ignores hindering, destroys blocking. He's got 2 stop clicks with Invincible. So he's got Invincible his entire dial.
Yeah.
That is beastly for a common.
I ran him earlier in my Sealed, and we took out Sheriff Strange.
Oh.
With World Breaker and at 100 and World Breaker at 50.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about mystics. You just walk up and clobber somebody.
Yeah, and the invincible just stops that penetrating damage from coming at you. And Maestro's 12, 11, 19, 4, also indomitable. Ignores elevated and hindering. Has that movement special up top, charge, improved movement, destroys blockade. Steel energy traded.
And
Leadership
then later
perplex.
in the dial, he gets a free attack with flurry if he needs it.
Yeah. And that last click,
super
right?
rough.
If you're not expecting it, like if you don't finish him off and he's there,
he will knock you out.
3 attacks, 11 for 3.
That's 11 for
with the steel energy.
9
so
damage if they all hit.
Heal, yeah.
Yeah, crit hit any of that. Anything's dead in this set as long as he hits.
Now this seems. Well, he's gonna have to be double perplexing up that defense on Worldbreaker.
I mean, why wouldn't you?
And forcing the issue. Thanos has the penetrating damage, but he's sitting on invincible.
Yeah. So Thanos could still pop 2, but if he does it right, so what? What's it look like? Is it Worldbreaker in front, Maestro in the back?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So Worldbreaker is rocking. What's the defense right now?
Worldbreaker's rocking a 19 invincible. Or 18 invincible.
So he's a 20 invincible, 21 and hindering.
At range. And Maestro's sitting on a probably perplexed up from Wilder to a 20, so 21 from ranged.
Yep. That's a really rough combo.
21 in range, 20 in range.
Yep.
How's this Thanos going to deal with that? And what do you do? Do you try and generate the duplicate just to tie him up? Are you going to try and dance around, pick up your Wilder, right? Like how do you approach this matchup? Wide open.
I want to keep because I have 7 range.
Out,
I mean, range shot was 4. You could get to a corner and still have a shot at Maestro because Maestro's going to get to you first.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
It looks like
he's going to do it. He's going to do exactly what I was about to say.
He's got a 7 range, 11 for 4. He's got probability control. If he misses, he can generate a duplicate that can body block or at least sort of disrupt the approach.
Yeah.
Free, modify X different combat values of Thanos +2 to your next turn, where X is the number of his infinity tokens. So how does he get these infinity tokens? Deal 1 unavoidable damage to another friendly character that's adjacent to an opposing
25
character.
points more if you KO it. You get it.
Oh.
So you make duplicates, pop them, and you get stronger.
If he can go pop Wilder?
You can pop a clone if it's a 25-point clone. If it's on his sideline.
But he can't kill us. He can't KO his own figures.
Yes, he can.
He's KO'd by Thanos.
Yeah, deal 1 unavoidable to another friendly character that's adjacent. So he
cycles. All right, so he could spend some time, but the only way to do it is to miss, right? So maybe he's just gonna do that here.
That looks like a hit.
It does. That's an 11 plus 10. It looks like. Worldbreaker takes 2.
Quick.
Now that puts Worldbreaker onto his first stop click, so that's actually really nice.
Solid,
Takes him off his charge.
I don't know, that slows him down, but Maestro can tag Thanos now with
Iron Man has got the movement with an 11 running shot.
Maestro
and the range to ping Maestro down.
And improved target hindering, so it's straight up 19, unless there is a
10 on there. 20.
Down 20.
So
if it hits, it's nice, but if he targets
modify his defense +1 when he's
and you have to shoot Maestro. If he's not shooting Maestro, it's a wrong call.
Provident. Misses.
Wouldn't worth it.
That pushes. Ooh.
What? Iron Man has a dom. Outwit. Take the charge. Good call. So now he's safe. You can base him, but he can't charge him. Unless something crazy happens.
Yeah. And Maestro isn't. He's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maestro can close the distance.
Well, you can run up on him, make it a 20, but that's Thanos. I'm pretty sure. I know they're double token now, aren't they?
I think Thanos is single tokened. Iron Man is double tokened.
That's a rough call.
Now, if Maestro's double tokened.
Yeah, because they moved up first turn, second turn they got to that next square.
He's given him perplex and probability control, which is, that's what you are. You're not going to give him outwit. Thanos is power cosmic, but Iron Man's sitting on invincible right now, and if he loses that, he's dead. So you gotta let him have the perplexity
doesn't
drop.
ignore hindering for movement. There's no way to get that lined up to take that crack unless Maestro just actually hits. Which, I mean, you have to get him off that outwit.
Yeah. Oh, he's pushed onto the outwit. Oh, so he outwits charge.
He takes the charge, which means Maestro has to go over there and base him. And then Thanos can do whatever he wants this next turn. Clear. See, he's already talking about moving.
If he moves with World Breaker, because World Breaker's got the stop click, he can tie him up and kind of conserve Maestro. That forces Matt to have to basically target Thanos or target World Breaker.
Yeah, for sure. You just need Maestro long enough to clear to get in on that fight.
Yep. He's not basing.
Why? Yeah, see that? I don't like that. I would have. Iron Man's doubled with an outwit. Thanos has one token.
Alright. Well, that's why. Maestro's just going straight back. Maestro.
It still didn't base Thanos.
There's elevator ignores hindering, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, you can get there.
Yeah, you get there.
But he hasn't based Thanos.
That's a bad call if Thanos isn't double, dude.
But he's sitting on a 21 in the hindering. And the double perplex there.
He's outwittable, bud. Man, take your perplex. But Iron Man. Iron 19.
Iron Man outwits the perplex, which significantly reduces World Breaker.
Yeah.
7 or better. That hits. That's another
stop click.
Boom, boom. It only takes 2.
Right in
front of the stop click.
Iron Man clears.
I think Maestro's double token that.
Yeah, which is
right.
Well, I mean, Iron Man's base now, so that's the thing. But look at Maestro's dial, dude.
Maestro's dial is beefy.
It's beefy. When I take that invincible and I can clock you for hella hard. Right. 2, 3, 4. 4 gets you there. And I'm not getting the steel energy. No, sorry, he's straight steel energy. That's cool.
Yeah, straight.
But no more charge, improved movement.
Right. If Matt can take this turn to, man, Thanos is double token though. Maybe he can finish up. No, he can't finish off World Breaker.
Nope. He can finish off World Breaker with Iron Man. He can outwit the invincible. Just put him on stop click. I can sidestep Clawbreaker my next turn. Maestro clears with flex on his own defense to make him a 20. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Did he do it?
Just clearing. He's got to go after. He's got to outwit.
Did he perplex?
He's got to outwit the Maestro and just
beat his head in. Yeah. So he didn't perplex Maestro?
Ooh, he's going for the breakaway right.
Sure. Got it.
Yeah. That's really working this range game, you know?
Yeah.
Especially having pushed Iron Man onto the outwit helps him a bunch in mitigating that movement attack from Maestro.
Yep.
Especially after knocking World Breaker off of his charge.
Yeah, but if Thanos can get away, sidestep. Oh, no, carry. There you go.
What?
Yeah, Thanos doesn't fly.
Thanos is not flying. That's great.
And going for the World Breaker.
Going for the World Breaker? Yeah. That'll hit. Wow, his rolls are fire right now. That puts him on the stop click. World Breaker's 1 click away.
But
and then he's 100 points up. No, Thanos is clear.
In this turn.
And I think Iron Man has only got a single token.
He blocked line of fire to Maestro. I don't like that.
Thanos can take a hit. Thanos can take a hit because then he gets Pulse Wave. He just goes in and he just starts zapping. He's still got Prob.
And Stealth. Maybe, man. Maybe.
Well, right.
I like the way they're playing. It's just
if
you're playing a monster, a beatdown monster like Maestro or World Breaker, don't let them ever have a shot where they can run at you. Like that's worse.
That's where he moved up into the blocking and destroyed it. He should have hung back
and hit behind
that
it.
middle and hit behind it. Yeah, forced
and then ran through it.
2 squares of blocking, and then the next turn just come up over the top.
Yep. It's
maybe Bob is a little bit overconfident with the stop clicks early on, and now he's getting punished for it, and it's kind of snowballing against him.
Yeah, I mean, World Breaker's nice at point value. We almost ran 3 of them today, and ended up going with the Devil, the Dino Thor, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, sorry, we had the chat close. We can see it. Maestro's 175, World Breaker's 100, Alex is 25, and then Thanos on Matt's team is 175 with Iron Man at 115.
Yeah, fix that, bro.
Wilder's hidden behind the overlay.
Of course, this quarterfinals they're talking about.
Yeah, this is the quarterfinals. Yeah.
This is team finals.
This is the quarterfinals of team finals.
Yeah.
The team sealed. Yeah. Attack by 1, damage by 1. So Wilder's perplexing up, and okay. There's some discrepancy on the pushing, right? Yeah. So he pushed him off of the. He pushed Alex Wilder, which took him off the special, and then he tried to go back, and Matt's just keeping him accountable. So he's gonna outwit the outwit, which gives Maestro back his charge. I'm guessing. So his attack's at 12 now. Two, 4, 6. Oh, so he can't hit the outwit either. Oh man, wow, that's a big misplay for Murdoch. Moving Wilder and pushing him off that, not having the range. 12 attack, 6 damage. Coming in on the Iron Man. Iron Man didn't have outwit on the charge.
Yikes.
Oh. It was a 5 and 1. That was a miss. Or there was no damage. So Iron Man on an 18. How did Maestro miss that?
Rolled 6, didn't he?
He rolled. I think he rolled. Maybe he rolled a 5. Maybe he rolled a 1 and a 4. He missed somehow.
Yeah.
And there's World Breaker gone.
Yeah. Okay, pop.
He's gonna outwit the special.
Mm-hmm.
Breakaway running shot succeeds. So yeah, Thanos finished off the World Breaker.
Yeah.
And now Iron Man has succeeded in a running shot breakaway, which he's got 5 squares to carry Thanos away with his charge gone. Right, with his speed special gone. I think Matt's really just handled this game really well.
Yeah.
Mitigating the close approach from Maestro and World Breaker, and just really taking advantage of gaining that outwit. And unfortunately for Murdoch, that misplay with Wilder being out of range, losing the special, right? Yeah. He gets a prob on it.
That's cool. I missed.
He's gonna miss. I mean, you gotta miss sometimes. But Maestro, I can't close the gap.
Just read everybody.
Wait. No, he doesn't have it anymore. Yeah. He tried to call for the powers, but he's on the outwit of click 2. Yeah.
Bad day if he goes for. Where does he go? Not sure he's going to clear. Maybe?
They're just sort of going back and forth on that idea of, I did this thing where I moved and I pushed and I clicked the dial, right? Which shouldn't really matter because I can see the dial on the back of the card, right? But it's like, in this situation, you have to take responsibility or be accountable for the decisions that you make and the actions you take. And when you click a dial, that's an action you can't go back. If you really want to know what's going on and you're gonna push, take a look at the back of the card before you do it, before you click the dial, right? So you know what's going on.
Nice. So
it's gonna flex the defense up to a 20 because it's all he can do.
I hope he gets this next hit.
Well, he doesn't even have the charge. He's got a soak.
That's what I'm saying, but if Thanos, Iron Man light this Maestro up, right?
He did not. I don't think he made the approach correctly.
So you're outwitting Invincible. Hit you for 5. You go from charge to sidestep, and you never touch me again. I just have to line up Psychic Blast with anybody, and you're dead.
Yeah.
So.
Unhindered line of fire.
He's gonna get him. Click clack. This hits. It's a bad thing for Maestro. Maestro's so good, but
using his +2 Infinity Gems because he KO'd World Breaker on the attack. Hits. Didn't outwit the. He's playing it really safe. He didn't outwit the Invincible. He's willing to go bit by bit, right? So now he's down to 11, 12, 18, 4, but he still doesn't have that movement attack.
Yeah.
Matt's playing this really smart, really tight, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Because if Matt outwits the Invincible to get more damage and misses, Maestro just comes up over the top. But if he outwits the charge, Maestro still can't close the gap.
Show me Iron Man here.
I think Iron Man's still sitting on click 2.
2, 11 for 3. I mean, yeah, I don't know. If you're gonna double tap, then hit that double tap. You're not rolling that far out.
Okay, moves up Wilder, outwits the outwit, so he gets the charge back.
No snap.
6 or better to take a. Theme team crowd.
Punching you in the face.
Shenanigans. That was a critical hit. Iron Man's dead. Yeah. Iron Man just got one-shotted off of a crit hit off that reroll. That's
Maestro.
Heals 1 for Steel Energy, yeah. He's finally able to do it, get Wilder up and right, get him in on the game.
Thanos needs to pop Wilder. Then you can try to survive the top of the.
Yep. So Iron Man's out of the game. Thanos is sitting on a 20 now, though, with probability control.
Jeez. Wait, what, 20? Why does he have a 20?
The one stone away from the infinite. Yep. So he's modifying it X different combat values by +2. He's got 1 token. So if Thanos can survive this, reposition, one-shot Alex Wilder on the KO, he gets another infinity. Yep. And picks up 2 powers.
Yep. Which could change the game. You get to Wilder now.
Maestro, I think he's got a double token himself to try and disrupt that.
he does it, it's worth it. So now I have Outwit Flex or Prob. If Matt is smart.
Matt's been playing this game really smart.
I think I know what you do if Maestro takes Wilder. Let him take him, because now you can earn extra points, and then you make it to where he can't be outwitted. Well, Thanos can't be outwitted anyway, so you take away his Prob, or his Perplex. And okay, well, his Prob, you kill the Prob.
You pick up a Prob Perplex, or a Perplex Outwit, or an Outwit Prob.
That's Bob Murdoch, not Daredevil's dad, by the way, guys.
It is Daredevil's dad.
Right.
He's back. What was Daredevil's dad's first name?
Battling Jack Murdoch.
Jack Murdoch, yeah. Sometimes you gotta let the devil out.
Fight like the devil first.
Where did Maestro just ran off?
Yeah, that was a bad idea.
That was a poor idea. No, he's gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, he's gotta get one closer if he wants to be able to. Yep, he sees it. He's gonna shoot Alex, in case he hits the shape change. And he gets to hit. He's got a Wilder. Oh, the dial should reset though. I don't think they reset the dial. That could be an oversight on that. No. We're not actively judging or anything. We're just viewing. But I think, yeah, he would be last occupied on his starting pick. So yeah, he should have him on his starting pick.
There you go.
Which
he's fixing it now.
Yeah. It's giving him perplexing probability control, which is what you gotta do. Now Matt's gotta get out of there.
I just gotta get him next to Thanos.
Yeah.
Hit me, I'll mastermind the Thanos.
Mm.
Actually, what are his keywords?
Maybe not.
No, it's not happening.
No, I don't share anything.
Why does Thanos have the Nova Corps keyword? What? Oh, Battle World.
Yeah.
That seems obnoxious.
Maestro had a double token. Critical miss.
So now Thanos 50.
Yeah, so Maestro had to clear. Just came back to Matt. Tried to go for the attack. Getting Wilder out of range. Hopefully.
Comes the monster.
Man, critical missing that's rough.
Yeah.
I mean, he keeps the same stats, but if he hits, Maestro goes, what, 1, 2? 5 range on the charge. Maybe 6 if he uses the perplex.
Yeah.
Maestro's got his work cut out for him, but he's not in a bad position.
No. Banging Jack Murdoch.
Yeah.
I mean, battling Jack Murdoch. That's good.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, it would. I'd be down for battling Jack Murdoch. You gotta have him in the boxing robe with the horns. It'd be cool to have that sculpt. Do it like an Ali resculpt.
Yeah.
Paint him up. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Ooh, he's going to charge on Alex. Shape change? No.
That seems wrong.
Oh, no. Critical miss in response. Oh, man.
Oh, God. Maestro having a bad day.
You will never get outwit, sir. Is what he just said.
Yeah, Bob don't play that game.
Yeah.
He knows better.
Yeah. Bucks us down, they attack.
Yeah.
Sidestep breakaway. Sidestep breakaway attempt.
No. No, you can't match my sounds.
What is it? Did he just Kenny Pena?
What?
He just 3 square. Oh, he's okay. Then he's moving away too.
Oh, Sunset Burger?
Oh, to get the outwit.
Yeah.
That's fucking smart,
No,
man.
yeah.
That's been smart. Pardon my language. Pardon my language.
Now we are really
That's
battling
really
Jack
clever,
Murdoch.
man. Yeah. Murdoch just picked up on it. Oh, he pushed him on the outlet.
Yeah, both these guys have been playing the way they need to. Maestro needs to just keep running at your face as much as possible.
Yeah, he's got the 2 tokens now, so he's got defense and attack. Next turn he can go attack and damage.
Oh no!
It's looking bad for Maestro.
I'm telling you, he's out.
He's gonna throw the heavy straight at stealth, so he can't throw the heavy at Wilder.
Yeah.
So he's gotta throw it at a what?
It's a 19?
20?
No, 20.
Thanos? 20 Thanos. He's gonna perplex up the defense and move away. I don't know why he's gonna double token move away.
When Alex Wilder dies, he joins your opponent's force. It's called a traitor trait. I'm going to pull it up and I'll read it to you guys. Traitor, shape change. Once per force, when Alex Wilder is KO'd, do not remove him from the game. Instead, after resolutions, place him in a square he last occupied on his starting click. He is now friendly to your opponent's force. So it can happen twice. Matt killed him and got him. If Worldbreaker or Maestro kills him, he gets him back.
And then 25 points scored for each team.
Yep.
Sidestep breakaway attempt. Misses.
Sorry.
No reason to waste a prop.
No, rather.
So here comes a running shot. Out with the defense.
Yeah, I mean, you hit him. He's got the +2s, right?
Yeah.
He picked 2 stats. 6 damage, 13 attack. Hadouken.
And Thanos, 13 for 6.
13 for 6. Maestro doesn't have any defense. You go
2 on attack, 2 on damage. He's not going to outwit the Invincible. He's just going to go 13 for 6 against it to deal 3.
Oh, nope. I don't like it. Show me that Maestro.
Oh, no. Maestro was on Impervious.
There it is. Okay.
Puts him...
So that's almost
It
dead.
must have been on click 3, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, straight through. Yep.
Dead game.
Whew.
There it is. That was good. Way to play, boys.
Matt really worked his angles, right? Really handled that game well, especially picking up that outwit early and sort of disrupting. It kind of flustered Murdoch, I think. And,
Yeah, when you play Hulks, man, you can't. I mean, Bob did what he's supposed to. You got to get in. You got to smash. I think he should have waited on destroying the blocking like we talked about. Gave himself some defensive thing for his Hulk that can run through it. Because at that point, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Look, he can hit that back row, almost not the very back of the map, but he can get to the other row of arcade machines where that Thanos was hiding, and that would have been something where he could have punched somebody.
Yeah.
So, it's a good game.
Yeah, good game. Tough break for Bob, but Matt really played really well.
He did.
Yeah, let's get him in the booth and
Talk to him.
yeah, ask him about it. Yeah.
Alright, let me go get him. Which one do you want?
Yeah.
What do you want?
Let's talk to Matt. Yeah, it was a very tight game, broadcast. I think Matt really played it smart, conservatively. Didn't He wasn't sloppy with his outwits. He kept control on Maestro's move and attack, and on move and attack on Worldbreaker with getting that early hit in, and was able to sort of from there outmaneuver. Picking up that Alex Wilder when he did was a big advantage, I think, and really helped him solidify his position for the win. We'll get Matt in here and just sort of see what he had going on in his mind during that game. Sir. All right. That must feel like a bit of a relief, a well-deserved win, I think.
Unfortunately, it doesn't matter. I just found out my teammates both were eliminated, unfortunately.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
It's all right, though.
All right.
We placed well.
Let's focus on that game. So you won map roll?
Yeah.
Took him to the arcade.
Yes.
What was your thought process in choosing that map?
I messed up my first round against him earlier in Swiss.
Okay.
I took him to Wakanda because I thought the nice openness would help. Even though I had Iron Man, he would see through stealth. It slowed my other guy down.
Yeah.
I'm still having to hit 10s and 11s. It's not fun.
Yeah.
I got lucky and hit him 2 10s in a row and just knocked his Maestro down real quick. And then it just took control from there. This match, I actually practiced a little bit before. I was very nervous.
All right.
And the best map choice I had was the arcade. I needed to just kind of keep my distance, keep him at bay. We talked it out. We were like, okay, the best thing to do is going to be to push Iron Man onto his outwit click.
Yeah.
And so I can control the tempo of the game.
Yeah. I saw that early on. Bob was pretty aggressive in advancing his position, and maybe preemptively destroyed that blocking terrain by moving into it.
Mm-hmm.
On the second, we can't see the map now.
Yes,
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Exactly which spot you're talking about.
But yeah, hitting that Worldbreaker down off of his charge and then pushing onto that outwit to control that game tempo was big. There's a bit of a misplay from Bob shortly thereafter with his placement and pushing Wilder, which was maybe a little irresponsible, maybe a little bit of an oversight, unfortunately for him. And from there, you still had a hard fight at that point, right?
Yeah. I also made a mistake in forgetting to outwit before I did my actions to get rid of his charge. So there was that.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, he once I was able to get the Worldbreaker down, I knew. I mean, once I got him, my plan was to get him off charge.
Yeah.
So that annihilated that threat.
Yep.
The second was to just kind of whittle down, take my shots where I could, keep away, keep away, and just ping him until he's dead.
And I noticed that you did play pretty conservatively with that outwit instead of taking out his invincible and going for big damage, right?
Yeah.
You made
Take
sure
time,
to
take
away
right.
the charge in case you missed, right? That way he couldn't come back.
Exactly. Play it safe, keep it together.
Yeah. Now he came in hard with that Maestro after being able to move that Alex Wilder up and get rid of your outwit.
Yep.
And was it 2 rerolls for him to get a critical hit and just crush that Iron Man?
Oh yeah, there was no coming back from that one.
Yeah. At that point, you're losing your outwit and maybe your control on the tempo of the game. But you responded by moving on Wilder.
Yes.
Now, you went with a running shot breakaway roll, which succeeded, allowed you to get that hit in even as the shape changed. And I noticed that you, very particularly made sure to get that 1 extra space forward to have range in case he did get that shape change.
Exactly.
So at that point, you felt like you had the game pretty well secured.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, excellent.
I needed to make sure, because especially once I got Wilder, if I got him, I'd get the second Infinity token, which would allow me to boost 2 stats, which I can start really pounding on the other guy. The Maestro. Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm not worried about his game boosters. I got time, I got great stats, and I got re-rolls aplenty.
Yeah.
So
the 2 probs, the perplex, he wasn't going to give you the outwit, so it gave you a lot of stat bonuses. The +4 altogether on Thanos. I didn't notice when Maestro moved from click 2 to click 3, but he was sitting on impervious for that last attack. Right?
Yeah. So the second blast just
6 straight through.
annihilates.
Yeah.
Because I knew he only had the 2 clicks of that. He had 3 clicks of the charge power. I actually, kind kind of remembered the dial from before, and also just took a look at it before.
Right before.
Well, an hour's kill. So
Yeah. Yeah, prepped for the game.
Yeah. Because I was nervous about it just because I knew how high those numbers were going to be, and I had 10s and 11s. So it's like, let's do a little homework to make sure. I really wanted to make a map today, but unfortunately,
it was close though.
Yeah.
Top 8.
Top 8.
And you won your match in the quarterfinals.
Yep.
Right, you won your game in the quarterfinals. With very strong, well prepared, conservative play.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't get flustered. You didn't get impatient, which is really high quality.
That was one thing I talked about with my teammates. Then like Dustin, who I play with, he is one of the most patient players I've ever met. And I was like, okay, I need to be like Dustin and do this and just be cool and take my time and do it right.
Brilliant. Yeah. Excellent game, man.
Thank you.
That's so a great game from Matt Donham. Unfortunately, for him and his team, his teammates were not able to secure the required number of game wins to get the match and move forward. But solid play from Matt. And we'll see who we pick up in the next round. We'll take a short break and come back in a few minutes with the semifinals. All right, folks, we are back. Just getting the match page set up real quickly. We're going to be watching Isaac Berkowitz and Paris Gordon, both world champions. So this is going to be a very high level game. We'll put Paris over here. And Isaac over here. Isaac Berkowitz. AB. Isaac is gonna be playing. What's Isaac's got? Regent, Alex Wilder, and Tony Stark Inventor. With that's a +3 scientist theme, which is pretty rad for Isaac. Gonna be getting map roll likely. And Paris Gordon has the Thor core build: Dino Thor, Ultimate Thor, Thor, and Thoris. It's kind of a staple of this format, being able to put that together.
Yeah, Dino Thor and Ultimate Thor are kind of a crazy combo. I've
Yeah.
seen a lot of that today.
Yeah. That Dino Thor, Ultimate Thor is great. Just being able to hypersonic in and then
And
flash.
just bring him over.
Yeah.
And you can -1 your opponent's values and +1 his. Like, it's
Man.
crazy.
Yeah. That is a huge swing in sealed. +1 to all stats, -1 to all stats. So that's 8 points of stat modification from a single figure. Right? Putting that on a super rare seems a bit much, but
It's kind of crazy for a 90-point super that already is super offensive in his own right.
right. All right. Here we are. Now let's see. Who do you suppose won map roll on this? We'll find out when person takes the first turn. But
I'm
choosing
assuming
Wakanda?
Paris did, so it's wide open and he can draw lines of fire to Regent from anywhere.
okay.
And he's not worrying too much about the +2 from the hindering because he has all the PD.
Right. So he's just gonna be stacking that all up to
They'll
bring
all
the
be able to
defense
see
down.
Regent from anywhere on the map to give him those minuses to his defense.
But he does have to close the gap first, right?
Definitely.
He's got to get in and.
He's going to get there because Dino Thor has that reach. So Dino Thor is going to move out with 11. I think
12.
Regent still outreaches him.
I think he does,
Yeah.
especially with all the perplexes that
Mhm.
that Isaac's going to have access to with Wilder and Tony Stark.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what Paris does with Ultimate Thor. Because if he brings out Ultimate Thor, that he could lose. Because I think Regent can just one-shot kill Ultimate Thor.
Absolutely.
And Dino Thor is going to have a rollout. So I'm thinking maybe Paris advances the Dino Thor and leaves Ultimate Thor back. Probably
And he
what
just
I would do.
keeps Wilder off of the outwit.
Yeah, he probably has to.
So considering, right, who do you think has the advantage just out of team composition right now? Not considering the map at all. Who would you think is sort of stacked a little bit better?
I think Isaac is in position to get off the first attack, and if that's successful, it could pretty much be over at that point. But Paris has a team that if he gets into position and Regent misses, he's more suited to punish Regent. So Regent's only one attack. He's gonna have all of those attacks. So if Regent misses once, he's gonna be in a lot of trouble. Whereas Paris has a little bit more forgiveness as far as that goes.
All right, as far as having other viable attackers.
Yeah.
Regent's sitting on 11, 11, 18, 4, running shot, pen psi, impervious. He's got the protected outwit, pulse wave, penetrating psychic blast, and can choose improved targeting, which means that he can just pick ignores hindering.
Yep.
No +2 bonuses. He's got an 8 range, so that's 14 squares plus some perplexes. Could be up to 16.
Yeah, so he definitely outreaches Dino Thor.
Yeah. where Dinosaur has 12.
I think,
12 hypersonic with a 5 range, so that's halved to a 3, which puts him at 15. So yeah, it's just like 1-2 short to be able to really close the gap before.
But Region has 3 perplexes.
Right. 3 perplexes?
Yeah, because Wilder can get it if Paris gives it to him.
Mm-hmm.
The Inventor Stark. Yeah, Inventor Stark also has it.
Yeah, Tony Stark is a great pickup in their sealed pool, especially with Alex Wilder and Regent.
And the Scientist keyword, because he has Scientist theme team.
Mm-hmm.
And with Regent, the ability to pick map is in this format is huge. It's really big.
Yeah. Being able to sit behind a set of walls, choose ignore blocking.
Yep.
And
so you see through everything. On
Yeah.
the underground, it's so hard for anyone to get over to you. And then he's giant, so even if you do tie him up, you can just run away.
Right, automatically breaks away.
It doesn't automatically break away, but most characters in this set are standard size, so he succeeds on a 3 through 6. So you're only missing an 1 or 2.
And if they're sitting on like combat reflexes or something, you can
got the
fire out of adjacency. So you just
that was kind of how I was dealing with Iron Fist, because he was putting Iron Fist right in my face.
Yeah, I saw that, and I was kind of like, all right, well that's nice. It ties him up, but he can still shoot whoever he wants, and like sure he'll just shoot Iron Fist, and like that first game you just cleaned him up quite nicely in one turn. So it looks like Isaac did get map roll. So Isaac's chosen to go to this map.
Isaac did choose this map?
Yeah. I think it's because he can take the improved targeting hindering, or if he just sits in the hindering.
I see. Yeah.
Even though he has the
Dino
PD.
Thor. He doesn't want to have to try to chase around Dino Thor with that hypersonic speed.
Right. Yeah. Once he occupies center of the map, on that Alpha Strike, he's got full coverage basically.
Yeah, he really does.
Perplexing up Regent's defense by 2, and just sitting him back far enough. It looks like maybe Wilder. No, Regent fell off the base. So that'll be Inventor. That's
his Regent is broken.
His Regent's broken. All right. So yeah, that front puck is Regent. Just I'm joined in the booth by Dustin Cedars, current Team Worlds champion from WizKids.
Hi everybody.
Member of the event. It's Dustin Cedars. Just me and. You have a very high defense, Paris says. Yeah, getting through all of that perplex plus the hindering bonus is going to be very difficult, even with the PD team.
Because he's effectively at a +4 right now. So even with PD, if you can get it down -3, he's still +1 at a 19.
Yeah, and he's got. Everybody has the PD team ability.
Yeah.
So Regent's going to be at a minimum 19 basically. I think, and as long as Isaac is holding on to Wilder.
So I kind of see why he's using this map now. That was a smart going +4 to his defense, so that kind of eats into the PD.
Yeah,
it's a smart play.
Yeah, keeps his turret protected, and just, at some point he's just gonna either one shot or cripple these attackers. If he takes.
Yeah, I don't think there's anyone on the team other than Dino Thor that can take a 5 damage shot from Regent.
5, yeah, because of there's no enhancement.
Well, he has 3 perplexes.
Right.
And I know Ultimate Thor dies on 5. Thordis, I think, is 4. So yeah, I think he's pretty much one-shotting the rest of the team.
4 or 5, yeah. Thor, goes down in 5.
Yeah, he has the ability to just
goes down in 4. Yeah. And
everything
with that penetrating
but Dino
psychic, yeah. So it is going to be now. Do you take away Dino Thor's support, his team, or do you just cripple Dino Thor and weather the storm after that?
I kind of think it depends on what Paris gives you. Like right now, let's see, Paris is moving up to 2 small Thors.
Okay.
He's leaving Dino Thor and Ultimate Thor in the back.
Maybe in an attempt to draw
bait Regent out a little bit,
forward.
Or try to get him to use some of his perplexes to attack or damage instead of defense.
With an 8 range, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He only has to move forward 2 squares to be able to hit that front Thor, which I think is Doris. In the center of the map. He's moving up Dino Thor. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Again, only has to move up 3 squares to swing on Dino Thor. And Dino Thor does have the D6 rollout.
Yes, he does. He has super senses. Regent does not have any way to deal with that.
No. So that could be the sort of strategic advantage in that he's offering up Thoris for the initial attack, and then can maybe just blip everybody, blip Ultimate Thor forward, charging up over the top perhaps. But we'll have to see how he.
Yeah, because I think he has 2 options to port Unworthy across, because they just have to have Thor in their name.
Correct.
So I think Dino Thor and the uncommon Thor.
It's a common 009 Thor.
That one. So either one of those, they just have to take a move action. And even if he doesn't have Hypersonic, I believe if he hits him, he lands on phasing. So he could just phase over and port in Ultimate Thor for a really big hit.
Dino Thor?
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Just fall back to phasing.
So almost no matter what Isaac does, Paris is going to have a chance to retaliate next turn.
Although it's going to be pretty difficult for Paris to do so, just because Regent doesn't have to expose himself all that much.
Oh no, not very much.
And with hanging Ultimate Thor back as far as he is, it's got to be within range, right? And Ultimate Thor's range is 6. It's only 6.
Oh, it is within his range to be placed?
4, 5, 6, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
To another friendly character within range.
Oh.
Keyword and Thor in the name.
So yeah, this is he kind of exposed himself a little bit.
It's just
Rest. Yeah, he doesn't want to double up and give Paris 2 turns to attack him.
Yeah, that would definitely be unfortunate for Isaac, because then he's got the chance to move Ultimate Thor up and swing in with the right.
Yeah, I think that was bait from Paris. He was hoping that Isaac would take it.
Isaac is too conservative, I think, too high level of a player. He's very patient, and he's gonna use the terrain and the perplexes to his advantage early on, because he's gonna be able to weather a lot of these attacks coming from Paris. Chat, how did you lose your last match, Dustin?
I needed to roll a 3 to kill Iron Fist, Spider Island Iron Fist, and I crit missed. I perplexed his defense down to a 15. I perplexed my attack up to a 12, and I'd already killed his Wild West Doc Ock, so I'd taken Precision Strike, because most of his team had Super Senses.
Yeah.
So, I had Precision Strike, 12 to a 15, and I crit missed off of Protected Outwit. That allowed him to outwit me and effectively finish Regent.
Oh, man.
It was a
tough break.
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah. But it's a dice game, and it happens. Yeah. He was a great guy. We had 2 great games. Played him earlier in the day as well. And I beat him pretty bad earlier, so I'm sure he felt vindicated getting me the second time.
Excellent. Well, yeah, it's all's fair.
Absolutely. And the CWO guys are all good guys.
Good.
I would love to see any those guys win. Would be great.
Oh, excellent.
And they've got 3 great teams, so they got a shot.
They have 3 great in the finals?
Well, no, the CWO team that we played, all 3, their A, B, and C team, all 3 solid.
Yeah, that Doc Ock Iron Fist team is really good.
The Agamotto team. The Agamotto team. I
don't think I've seen that team. Yeah, I saw Austin Lytle had it running with double crossbones and a sheriff, Steve Rogers. Ooh. Okay, so Thoris is sidestep forward, Paris is still offering that bait, 30 points.
He moved.
Is a fair trade.
He moved Ultimate Thor up into range of Regent as well.
1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, but if Regent's gonna running shot forward to take out Ultimate Thor, there's a lot that he'll have to answer for at that point, I think.
Yeah, but he could kill Ultimate Thor right there.
Yeah.
And then he loses most of his offense. His offense is really down to just Dino Thor.
Yeah.
And he's not bad, but I don't think Dino Thor versus Regent is going to go in Paris' favor.
There.
He does have the other Thor, who's not a bad attacker.
But it's 11 for 3.
Yeah.
But no penetrating damage.
Right.
Or anything like that. Do you think that placement of Ultimate Thor is a bit of a misplay?
I guess we'll see.
No.
I think we're about to find out. I feel like I would go ahead and probably kill the Ultimate Thor.
All right. Let's see what Isaac does here. I think Paris has shut him off from probability control. So Isaac's only going to get 1 roll on it.
Outwit and perplex.
Yeah. Which is good because Wilder does have, I think, improved. No, just sidestep. If he's within 4, he does have stealth. That protects him some. But how's he? I mean, if he carries Wilder up, maybe he can outwit a response from Dinosaur.
Yeah, true. Close enough.
Gets the perplex on the damage. Perplex on an attack. That's a maybe.
I actually think he could do that. I think he has the speed to running shot carrying Wilder and shoot and outwit.
So we could get up to a
which
13
could be really
for
devastating.
5 penetrating, which would be just enough to kill Ultimate Thor on the penetrating psychic blast. And have Wilder to outwit the hypersonic off of Dino.
He could definitely do that this turn. He has the reach if he sees it.
He's out with perplex. 1 damage. 1, 2 attack. Running shot, psychic blast carrying Alex Wilder.
Ultimate
Counts
Thor.
it out to Ultimate Thor.
He forgot to place
He's
Wilder.
got to place Wilder before the move ends and then the attack.
Yeah. It's when the move resolves, not the action.
Alright, so he's got him in position for the outwit.
Be hit?
Hits. Is he gonna token?
Probably. He has to. Yeah, he has to. That's the only one that can save
perplex
for defense.
Ooh.
Kills
Bears
him.
just takes it.
That killed him.
Isaac sounded a bit surprised about that, actually.
I can't believe he didn't prob it either.
Isaac had to have known that was a kill shot.
And so he's going to outwit Hypersonic.
Yep. Ooh, he might have actually outwitted the damage special.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, Regent picks up outwit from Ultimate Thor.
Oh.
No.
It's any power he can use on any click.
At any click, so let's take a look at Ultimate Thor's higher dial. Yeah. Yep.
So we had 2 outwits. Wow.
So no hypersonic.
And no damage power.
special.
That was a great play.
That is an excellent play. That's game swing right there.
Yeah, that could be it.
Mm-hmm.
Paris is going to have to be aggressive.
Yes, extremely. And he's sidestepped back Wilder in the reposition.
So now you can't kill that outwit.
Can't bring up and he can't sidestep in. He can't running shot. He's got no hypersonic. He's got no way of closing the distance now. Regent's sitting on a +2, maybe a +3. Tony Stark. So that's a 21.
And he only has 1 token, so he's going to be able to. He's probably going to be able to kill something else next turn if he wants. Because now at this point he can continue to outwit Dino Thor and just take his time killing everything else.
When he kills Thor, he gets to pick up any one of those, charge, running shot, or sidestep. Sidestep would be a great pickup for.
Yeah, or combat reflexes. Then he's +2 against range attacks, +2 against close attacks. It's a 20 no matter what almost.
Just, really sit heavy on that defense.
Because with Wakanda sitting in those bushes with reflexes, Regent is going to be really hard to hit.
Yeah, and being down to basically 1 effective attacker. That is a crippling blow. I am, like you said, really surprised that Paris didn't token Thor's for.
I can't believe he brought Ultimate Thor that close.
Yeah. I mean, even 1 square further back isn't that much of a difference, you know. He's got to move up at some point.
Yeah, I guess maybe I thought he might try to take out the outwit or something
Before he moved up, sure.
Because if he hypersonics and hits Alex Wilder, he could mastermind it to Regent, but since it's not. Wait, with mastermind you can roll because they become hits. So yeah, if he hits the Emperor, then that would be bad. But if he takes it and he lands on the click where he no longer has protected outwit, he no longer choose improved targeting. So he would have either lost his outwit or he would have lost his the good clicks with Regent.
Ooh. Impervious. So somebody made an attack. Thoris for 1 damage. Thoris gets that sidestep forward, yeah. He's just got to base everybody up for Regent and hope that he can whittle it down. Free action on Wilder. He's taking away the prob. Right. Giving him the outwits.
Perplex and outwit.
I mean, that's really strong, giving him outwit. I would not, you know. His values are already high enough. I guess he hopes that maybe just crit misses or something. Right? That gives him the chance that if he does, he has no way of getting out of it.
Right, and where he is right now, how he positioned, Alex wouldn't really be able to outwit Dino Thor anyway. Unless, he couldn't. Because Regent doesn't have sidestep, all he has is running shot. So,
sure. Okay. Yes,
Wilder won't be able to get a line of fire to outwit that super senses, which I think is what
Regent can just outwit the super senses.
Oh, Regent has his own outwit. You're absolutely right. Yeah, this could be.
And he can just running shot, reposition, outwit whatever else he needs to outwit after the attack.
Yeah, he's probably gonna hit. I don't know. Maybe he takes out one of the weaker Thors to get rid of a PD. Now he's only -1 defense against range attacks.
Okay. And blast on Thor.
Oh. Gotcha. The one with reflexes.
That miss. Taking away that prop was huge, actually. Oh, no, he did hit, so team.
Probably
really
into a miss.
Critical miss.
Oh. Oh, wow.
That takes him off the protected outlet.
That's what happened to me earlier.
Yeah.
However, I don't think Paris's team has outwit.
No.
So that's not huge.
But it also take him.
It gives him RCE and precision strike.
Precision strike, but it's also off the improved targeting.
Yes.
So right now he's double tokened, and he's pretty vulnerable. He's on invincible.
So he's probably going to load up on his defense this turn.
But he already dumped a perplex into
one of them.
Getting that Thor is huge because he picks up the combat reflexes. Crit missing on that Thor.
That was terrible.
Is
the worst thing that could have happened.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, just take a breather, you know.
Brad, it's any power he could have used on any click. And I believe that's even from dials that he didn't have. I think it's specifically worded.
The wording on Regent is, whenever Regent KOs an opposing character of 50 points or more, you may choose a standard power that character could use on any click for the rest of the game. Regent can use that power. I think Isaac is. I think it's smart that Isaac's taking his time and resolving the rest of this turn and really figuring out what he needs to take away from Paris's team in order to survive this next turn or this next 2 turns, right? Because he's gonna have to clear Regent after this.
Next, I think one of those Thors has Empower. Yeah, the one that he just tried to kill. I think it's got Empower, so he can hit for 5 damage right now up close.
So this Thor you think chose
it's the speed power.
Willpower and power.
No, the speed power.
Yeah.
Yeah, willpower and Empower.
Over taking a running shatter charge. That's
because they're already up there next to Regent. So
right. Well, it's got to be chosen at the beginning of the game.
Oh, at the beginning of the game.
Yeah. So he must.
So he's probably got running shot.
Why would he take running shot on Wakanda though? When he sees that you're gonna have to deal with all that defense, maybe he did just choose Empower because he knows it's.
Yeah, I wonder what he picked.
Because if he chooses the Empower and he can get up with Dino Thor, call an Ultimate Thor, bring up Thor, that's a lot of damage.
That is, yeah, that really is.
So that could have been some forward planning from Paris.
Yeah, that crit miss was huge.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Isaac lost his rollout.
We even sort of brought that up with you give him the outwit, which seems like a mistake, but when you take away the prob, he rolls that crit miss, like it sticks, and it did. Thoris is gonna try to shoot Regent. He needs an 8. That is not an 8. It's not gonna use a theme team. He's just gonna push. Which is okay, I mean, right? He's attempting that first hit.
Yeah, because I believe
30-point attacker.
Yeah, I think he wants to use all of his actions on attacks right now.
Oh.
What did Isaac roll?
He rolled an improv, so he must have been on
Oh,
click
so
2
he.
then.
Okay.
Takes 2, so now he'd be here on click 4.
Okay, see, I thought that Paris had hit him
I
for
thought he
1,
hit him
and then he
for
crit
1.
missed off of. Okay.
He must have rolled his improv. Oh, that's another hit from Thor. I think that'll deal him 1 more damage, yeah. So Regent's now sitting click 5.
So he has the improved targeting power back.
But he's only on a 10 attack.
It's
and
true.
he's double tokened.
Yep.
And he's sitting on invulnerable. So things are getting really dicey.
Yeah, I think Paris doubled up this turn now, so I think Paris is going to have to rest next turn as well.
Thor's is definitely double tokened.
Dino Thor moved last turn and punched this turn, right?
Side Regent misses on the 1. It's considering rerolling the breakaway. Yeah, okay, so you had Dino Thor and Thor are both double token, but Thor only has 1.
Okay. Yeah, so he's going to make them use range attack.
Wilder's getting wild.
Punch Dino Thor.
Push
Maybe.
down the defense. Perplex up. Perplex up Wilder's damage by 2.
So 3 damage, Wilder.
Yeah, so
9 on a 16.
down Thor up 2, so he's 9 on a 16 for 3. Nine on a 15 for 3. With the prop, gets it. I think he's going after Thor.
Okay, so the one that only has 1 token.
Yeah. Which will, let's say 1, 2, 3. Takes about 9 attack, yeah. And gonna choose to forego theme team in it. It does also put him onto combat reflexes. But that was a good move to use Wilder as an attacker.
Yeah, makes it a little tougher for Paris to deal any damage next turn. Because if he wants to deal damage, he's going to have to at least bump 1 to his damage, so he can only get up to a 10 attack. And 8 isn't very easy to roll.
True. Plus it'll only end up dealing 1 damage to the invulnerable at that point. 10 for 3. Regent clears. And Regent's keeping Dino Thor off of that damage special. He's going both to damage.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, shape change from Alex. Hits it. Going for Regent. It's a 9. Probably Thor's. Ooh, that's a miss. That must have been an 8. Looked pretty close. Yeah, so combat reflexes, it doesn't hurt too bad. For Regent.
Oh no, because he's back to his, he can still pick improved targeting powers, so he can get through that +2 from the Wakanda map without having to worry about it.
Leadership on Regent. This is a really tight game for being a...
Yeah, this is a huge turn right here. Yeah, if he can get Dino Thor... Yeah, this is a huge turn.
What's this gonna right? Who's he gonna attack? It's like Thor's is
Yeah.
You're not gonna go for 30 points. Man. 10 for 3. You can finish Thor. You can put a bunch of perplexes in the damage maybe, and try against Dino Thor. But that's pretty risky.
Yeah, I would knock him to last click. I don't think he doesn't have enough to kill him this turn.
5, 6, yeah.
Unless Alex somehow does something as well. But I don't think he pushes Alex. Because did he succeed on leadership?
No, he did not.
Okay. Yeah, so it probably doesn't push Alex off of that power.
I think he said perplex damage +1. Perplex damage up 2. So I think he's going to take a shot at that.
You want +2 damage?
He's just going to shoot at Thor.
So
maybe the attack, I'm not sure. That's a miss. He's considering pushing.
He didn't have no way to prop that miss.
Yeah, Ferris kept him off proud. Ooh, he's gonna prop it with Doris. Still got it. Yeah. Regent double complexes down Dinosaur's damage. Out with the special power. I think Wilder's gotta take him off. Out with the hypersonic.
So Dino Thor doesn't hurt. Is Thoris pushed off of enhancement, or does she still have? I believe he pushed Thoris.
Yeah, Thoris has been pushed. Yeah, he's on the prop.
Okay.
Oh, Alex outwits the special damage. Regent outwits the hypersonic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nope. Reverse that.
Okay.
Regent gets the hypersonic. And so Dinosaur's. Oh, yeah. So you can -2 accept damage. Yeah, he can't do the damage. So he's got to take down the attack, maybe.
Probably. It's probably what he has to do then. Take him down to a 9.
When Regent uses perplex start out, you may instead modify combat value, accept damage +2 if the target chooses a battle keyword, or -2 if it has a different battle keyword. Yeah. So it's accept damage. He's gonna just choose to perplex the Dinosaur's damage by 1. He could take down the attack to a 9. But I guess Paris is sitting on prob. So it's better to just take the 1 damage.
20. I probably would have perplexed him down to a 9. Then he still needs a 9 to hit.
Oh yeah, it'd be on a 20 in the hindering.
And he would get -2, so back to an 18 with the 2 PD force. But it's still 9 to an 18. That's a 9. Even with a prob, that's not very easy to hit. Because I would honestly, if I was Isaac, I would rather be on the click he's on and take 1 more and land on. Or which click is Isaac on?
I believe Regent is currently sitting on click 5.
Oh, okay, that's why he did it. So even if he hits, he doesn't lose his special power. Okay, so that makes sense.
Man, Regent has had a tough time breaking through these guys. Like
his dice, he's had some tough rolls.
Keeping him off probability control has been really, really big. I think most players would choose the outwit, but the probability control is where you want to use it. Despite having all the perplexes, he knows that if he misses, he misses. It's kind of ballsy, actually. But, I mean, I guess at the same time, Regent's got an outwit, you know, anyway.
And it's a dice game, so you still need the hit, and prob's Prob is huge. As I learned in my last game,
Yeah.
when you need to roll 3 and you crit miss, prob is huge.
Yeah. I'm very aware of how much this is a dice game.
Oh yeah. But no, I played a very similar team to the team that I was explaining today, and I had a lot of people doing the same thing. They didn't want Regent rerolling attack rolls. They wanted me to live or die by that first roll.
Sure. Ooh. I think you just hit.
For one, with Dino Thor.
Yes. Evidence tokens. Oh, that's a miss. Theme prob. No, it can't theme.
Because it already has prob.
Yep. He already used it, yeah. Thoris is attempting a shot. It's also a miss. Man, Regent's dodging bullets right now. But Paris is doing exactly what he has to.
Oh, definitely. Well, I think they both are. I think they both have played almost perfectly up until now. It's just the dice. And now Paris is kind of catching it too. I feel like if that could have been a game-ending turn.
Yeah. He just pings like damage, maybe.
Because I think if Dino Thor takes, or if Regent takes one more, he's in trouble.
Yeah. Well, then he's close combating, you know.
I just would hate to lose that 11 attack that he's got right now.
True. I think Regent has to just take down Thor right now. I didn't catch what Paris let him have.
I'm assuming probably the same things he's been given him. Perplex Outlet.
I feel like he might have given him probability control.
Oh, he did this turn?
I think he might have. Nope, yeah, he took away, so yeah, same things. Outwit perplex. Tony Stark at 0 attack value.
I'm sorry?
Tony Stark, 0 attack value.
Yes.
Or, so he's been using Thor's prob, BZ. And T. Mirren is the team semis. This is Isaac Arnold Berkovitz for 4 Points Gaming against Paris Gordon for Team Ragnarok.
Yes.
Yeah, Ragnarok. Double perplex on Thor's defense. Alex outwits nothing. So he's putting Thor on a hard 17.
See how with the reflexes?
Not yet.
Oh, not yet.
I think Regent.
Oh, it's Regent's
gonna
going.
shoot at Thor, yeah. Probably Thor's. Got it. It's a dead Thor. Taking the sidestep.
So now Paris is down to only 1 PD, and if Isaac sticks in that hindering, it can really be tough. It can really be tough for Paris to hit.
Ooh, body blocking. I'm telling you, sidestep. Oh, we can't draw lines of fire to Tony Stark.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I think Thoris can because she's less than 50, but the Dino Thor can't.
But then Thoris is swinging what, a 10?
10 for
Can't 10
3.
against an 18.
Yeah,
Possible.
yeah.
It would be enough to KO Tony Stark. But then in response, I think that
I think he has to hit Regent. I don't think KO and Tony Stark gets him anywhere.
you gotta stay focused.
Yeah.
I
Because
think,
this is if Paris misses and Regent can hit Dino Thor, that could be huge.
yeah. Thoris
Hits Regent.
hits Regent, yeah, with a 9 roll.
Wow.
+2, 1 -1, yeah, to an 18. So that takes him off the improved target.
That was huge.
Take away outwit, reflects probability control. Regent can't make an attack, he's a double token.
Oh, he is?
Yeah. I think Isaac's got a sidestep wild arrow. Man.
Yeah, it's
Sitting on
close.
those super
Isaac can
senses.
still make it tough. He can go +3 to, or actually, he could go +2 to Regent's defense and -2. Does Dino Thor have the Battle World keyword?
He does, yeah. -2 the attack, yeah.
Yeah, so we could get him to a 9 attack on Dino Thor and
20, no, 19.
Yep.
Yeah.
That could be a move.
Regent out with Dino Thor's hypersonic. Do you think the +2 -2 is the way to go on that there?
Well, he has to clear, so he's got to defend Regent this turn. He pretty much has to make Regent as hard to hit as possible. Because if this is it, if Paris hits and he misses the senses, it's over. So yeah, I would make it as hard to hit as possible. Because with the Wakanda map, -2 to his attack and +1 to it, it's effectively +5 to your defense. And he's got a PD, so he'll be still effectively +4, which is, that's a big swing. Oh, he's ties up Dino Thor, so he can't get a range attack.
Yeah. He's considering, he's trying to figure out where he wants to move Tony Stark.
Oh, wow. I didn't think that was going to happen.
Oh, Thoris only has a 5 range. So I think he's outside of Dino's threat range, actually.
Because he has 5 range. Is that Dino Thor in the back there?
No, Dino Thor's a... Oh. No. Yes.
Dino Thor's in the back?
Yes.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
he's
So that
basic.
makes sense. I was thinking they were the other way around that whole time.
Just based up.
Yeah, he's gonna have to
-1 +1. You got the damage specials. So.
Yeah.
Now, man, Isaac's gotta hit that sidestep breakaway. He's gotta out with the damage special.
Let's try to hit Dino Thor right now. Or he could out with Hypersonic and run.
I think that if he outs the damage special, finishes Thor's, he can perplex down Dino Thor just to, I mean, just nothing.
Yeah, you're right. He can -3 his attack really easily. And with an 8 attack, Dino Thor could be in a lot of trouble.
I don't think he's attacked Dino Thor.
No, he hasn't.
He's just been letting him sit on that super senses. But he's missed these like so much easier to hit
Mhm.
hits. Yeah. Only needing a 5 or 6 and just whiffing on them.
But yeah, I think
And
you're
that-
right. If
and
he
that
if he
critical miss too.
oh, that was huge.
Yeah.
I think you're right. If he can take out Thoris and then -3 Dino Thor's attack,
Yeah.
then yeah, it could be in a really tough spot for Paris.
Yeah. We're sitting on that toughness. So
2 exploit. I think that kills it. Oh, he's
Then-
-1 to all values.
yeah. So he's got to outwit that,
Or he has to roll blades.
right?
Oh
Get it
yeah,
back.
yeah.
Um,
He does have.
and
What
then
did Paris give him this turn?
I don't know.
Hmm.
No.
Sure, we'll find out here soon.
Oh yeah. He's considering right every like sort of angle. If he can take.
Yeah, he's still got a shot. This is still anyone's match. But Paris definitely tilted it in his favor.
Yeah. Just sitting on that super sense of 17, and he's based. Currently, Isaac's in the lead. Isaac has what is it, 160 points. But if Isaac loses region, that's a game. With Thoris is pro. Tony perplexes the damage by 1. He's gonna go for just a exploit weakness for 3. Exploit on Thoris. Outwit the damage ability. Exploit. Outwit the proud. That misses.
It missed?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh man. That might be the game right there. Double what's up Regent's defense? Oh man. That's gonna go for Dino Thor. Misses. Oh man.
Yeah, this has not been a great game of dice rolls for
it's been-
Isaac.
yeah, some 4 dice rolls on it. Perfect. I mean, good on Paris for taking him
Oh.
with the prop.
Yeah, and Paris has played it really well. His positioning has been pretty great.
Oh.
Crit hit.
Crit hit. That's it.
Yeah, that's game.
Yeah.
That's why we roll dice.
Wow. Critical hit. No super senses for you, my friend.
Nope.
Oh man. Yeah. It's like Isaac just test rolled that super senses. Shape change. Playing it through. Thoris swings. It's just down the wilder. And as soon as this happens, it's game, right? He scores a 25, switches forces.
Mhm. Yeah, that'll be over.
Bucks up damage, punch Dino Thor. Super senses. Hits it. Man.
Wow.
Man. Clutch
Wow.
dice rolls there at the
Yeah,
end.
that was huge.
Right?
Well, I mean, it wouldn't have been too big of a deal at this point, but just kind of rubbing salt in Isaac's wounds.
Yeah. Oh, man. So many misses from Region. It's just so
Yeah, that was great. Well, that's what in the beginning I was talking about. Regent has bad dice rolls. It can go downhill because it's
Yeah.
only attacker.
Right.
Paris just has too many attackers. If his dice go downhill, he still has
Right? Just
opportunities.
ping,
yeah.
ping, right? And he opened it with just cutting off 100 points to the
Oh,
belt,
yeah.
right? But he just came up over the top and kept fighting.
Yeah. Isaac needed a couple of those to hit.
Damn. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Wow, dude. That was an excellent game to watch. I gotta get Paris and we gotta get Paris.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks, Dustin.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
anytime.
We'll be right back with a after match analysis, post game analysis with Paris.
I love you, Brad.
Oh. And let's go. All right.
Should I put this on?
No, sorry, that's just
Oh, okay.
auxiliary stuff. We've got Paris Gordon. We just watched his match against Isaac Arnold Bergovitz. Isaac was piloting Regent, Alex Wilder, and Tony Stark and Venture. You were running the Thor core with Dino Thor, Ultimate Thor, Thor, and Thor's.
Yes.
So going into that, you lost map roll.
I did, yeah. He had +3, I had +4. And so, he won that.
So he said out, takes you to Wakanda. Sitting there, what are you thinking? Regent's got just like one square stronger strike range than Dino Thor. So, realizing you're gonna have to make that approach.
I mean, obviously, like losing map against Regent is just always scary because he picks the improved targeting. So on stuff like Wakanda or Underground, if he was going to pick blocking and stuff like that. So once I lost map, I was like, okay, because I played 2 other Regents, Alex Wilders today, and I beat both of them, but I won map both times.
Okay.
So starting from there, I was like, okay, so that's gonna be hard. So I knew he could just like shoot something first. I wasn't gonna be able to like hit him first. So I could have hit him first, but I had to push while he was clear, so it wasn't worth it. So I had to make the decision to either leave Ultimate Thor in the back row because I knew that's like the biggest target, so that's what I did first round, and then he cleared. So at that point, I figured he might just miss Ultimate Thor, and then it's like really good. But if I leave him back, then he might just kill something else. Then Ultimate Thor, isn't going to be doing anything. I'll just move up, and then he'll just die the next turn. So I just went ahead and popped him up, and then he one-shotted him. And then they asked, they asked the judge if he can pick, as Regent picks a power when he KOs someone or whatever. They asked if he can pick any power because I was playing Ultimate Thor on 100. He only has Outwit at 125. So they said he can pick the Outwit, which I didn't realize, but it makes sense. Based on the wording. So the Outwit helped a lot because it was outwitting my damage ability on Dino Thor and stuff. So once he did that, I was like, okay, well I just have to base and hope he misses. So I had probs and he did it.
You were taking him off of probability control from Alex Wilder, which I thought was pretty ballsy at first. And then I kind of sussed it over. He's already got access to 1 Outwit, so how much worse is a second going to make anything? And forcing him to, when he rolls, he has to hit that roll.
And you only have 1 attack. He only has 1 attack. So if he misses that attack, he just skips a turn basically. Takes a token and does nothing. So obviously it's unlikely that he misses the low rolls, but at that point I was like, I have several probs and he has none, and that's pretty much my only hope. Because then if he misses, I also get crack the cases and stuff. So. Those misses were really big, which is, they were unlikely, but that was my plan, because it was like my only hope at that point.
So the line of play that you saw being the best getting you to a victory, and I mean you just kept going. That was pretty amazing, and getting shots off with Thor's a 30-point common, pinging for a damage at a time.
She was really good.
So I mean you just did what you had to do, kept play tight, made some pretty, I guess, difficult decisions, right? At what point do you think you felt you kind of really had it locked up? Was it
not till I killed Regent? Because even at the end, he had super senses, right? So at that point I didn't have any way around it. So even if I just attacked even if he did nothing, I just kept attacking him for the rest of the game. He could super sense, So, but then I crit. But
Yeah. So when you saw the double sixes, I mean,
I was like,
all right,
wow.
sweet.
Yeah.
Because it's done.
Because if he missed super senses, then I kill him anyway. But being able to the damage part of the crit didn't matter. But missing, not getting able to sense is pretty big.
Yeah. So excellent play.
Thanks.
Yeah, man, that was an excellent game. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We are back with the finals. I'm gonna get the page set up real quick. We've got current ROC Cup champion. That's just a headset. Doesn't do anything. I'm the only one that can hear. Maybe. Let me see.
That's fine. I thought that's what you did. How many people are actually watching?
I think it's just gonna override. Can you hear that?
No, it's fine. I don't need to hear.
I'll relay the play-by-play. I am joined in the booth by Scott
Company Crampton,
yeah. From 4 Points Gaming, who unfortunately was just knocked out during the semifinals.
I was so close. I needed 20 seconds.
So close.
Yeah, just need to get that last attack off thing. But so we got a Prime Thanos versus a actual Thanos.
Adam.
So Adam's playing Prime Thanos. If he kills anything on Daniel's team, or if he kills anything on his own team, he gets the +2s. And once that happens, I think he has a decided advantage. The biggest thing to probably think about in this matchup is how is Daniel Paulo's Thanos going to get around the Prime Thanos' stealth? So it starts, I think it starts a little bit in Daniel's favor, but it can very quickly go into Adam's favor. No doubt that Daniel has the best beat stick, but he also has 100 points there of whiteout trash. So
100 points of whiteout trash.
Yeah, which is Iron number 2 Iron Man there, and then the Tony Stark. It's +3 scientist team.
Hey, that's pretty solid though.
I guess Thanos chose this. I guess Daniel must have chose this map because he assumed that he'd win the map roll, right? At a +3. But that's a crazy idea considering his biggest problem is how to shoot through stealth. And just to double check so people don't.
Double check on the what?
Sorry. Can you pull up the Thanos that Daniel pulled? 200 point. Yeah, there's no improved targeting on that, so he's going to have to phase next to him and hope he can still do it. So that's tough. I think that I could be wrong, but I think that Adam might get the first shot off, or unless Daniel goes ballsy, and Daniel is many things but not known for his ballsy play.
He's phasing teleport, and then he's got it. Yeah, that's a conditional for you to make an attack with a 2d6, which is unfortunate, I think. But the colossal stamina allows him to just keep coming. Right? Target only characters with Battle World keywords.
I did see that Rugged Dookie, awesome name by the way, assuming that you're 13 years old, said that Scott Crampton is a loser, and that is correct. Scott Crampton is a loser here. We took 4th and we're the 4 Point Gaming Club, so we might have taken 3rd. I don't know.
It's fitting.
Yeah.
But your 4th man is in the finals.
So we're hoping that this is his year. We've only had 1 year in ROCs where a member of 4 Points has not won. I won the first 2 ROCs ever when they were at Dragon Con. Then I took 2nd. That was the year that none of us won. And then since then it was Isaac, and then it was Ed, and then it was us winning teams.
Oh, wow.
And now Matt's never won ROC though, so this will be big for him. It's Team ROC, obviously.
And right, moving forward with it. Right?
Rugged Dookie says Scott for go to commentary. Thank you.
Awesome.
Or is that more of just a want me to sound like a goat? Damn it. That was a sheep.
I mean, you could do a screaming goat.
Yep.
You do a screaming goat? That was excellent. Goat of the commentary. Both goat and goat. Brilliant. Alright, so Thanos Prime being carried forward by Iron Goblin into that hindering, accessing the stealth. I think Iron Goblin
Does not have
does not
stealth.
have stealth,
No.
but he is sitting on hypersonic.
Yeah.
And that this slow descent into madness at the beginning of the turn, roll a d6. May roll a d6. Iron Goblin can use the resulting effects until your next turn on a 1/2. It's a Battle Fury, attack +2, 3/4 is perplex and probability control, 5/6 is outwit and modify his combat values +1, which is, conditional, pretty great. When he gets later on in his dial and he's sitting on like a Battle Fury +2 attack, Blaze Claw's Fang, Steel Energy exploit. Buck wild even like later on.
Yeah, but this is a run team for Adam. It's deceptively he's not going to be attacking Thanos in that manner for the most part. So I mean, if he's stuck, then he'll do it. But for the most part, he's just going to try to run. He needs Thanos Prime to be carried. So if Daniel's smart, which he is one of the smartest players in HeroClix, man, he will. Sorry, go ahead.
Do you know the tournament legal like orange text on this map?
Yeah, it's all irrelevant.
Oh,
so
excellent.
every bit of it is just it's a pay map and stuff like that. So, all right. So he's going hard right now off the bat. He's attacking for the
Thanos.
Yep. It's hard to tell who he's attacking, but it didn't look like a good roll. Iron Goblin. He's using his own reroll.
Hits. Reroll with the Iron Goblin.
Reroll with, I'm assuming, that's a miss. And that is a big bucket of wind for
the Iron Man to bring him back to the other side of that elevation.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting that both Thanoses don't. I guess Thanos doesn't fly. We're so used to powerful figures flying.
Yeah.
Why are you a little bitch, Thanos? Ooh, are we allowed to swear? It doesn't matter. They're swearing at us, aren't they?
Generally friendly, family friendly, for the sake of VODs and later on YouTube. But
fair enough.
I think we're allowed a couple of swears throughout.
All right, cool. And one nipple show, correct?
One nipple show, right?
Yeah.
We're saving the F-bomb for tomorrow.
That's fair.
Although Wes Griffin might have burned it already on us earlier today.
I burned it on you when we were doing the drafting. I burned it about 45 times.
All right, well then we'll just tag on an R rating to the weekend and carry it forward.
All right, so Adam has a huge advantage here.
Yeah.
But Daniel has, just really good positioning here.
He's nestled himself.
Yeah.
On the other side of that elevating, and Thanos Prime does have running shot, but he doesn't ignore hindering terrain.
So one of the interesting things about this, and they talk a lot about this with chess and stuff like that. Different people have different. Okay, so this is him getting the +2 stats right now. So he's pushing him here, and he is now he's KO'd him, and he has a +2 stat. Yes, so that's huge. You can be on anything, and it's every turn.
Yeah, and so Adam's intentionally sacrificed the 25 points.
Yes.
To
And he has the shot of if he gets attacked of recreating another one.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a weird thing. It means you have to hit and then roll them into a miss, and they have to be attacking Thanos.
Thanos uses it to target an attack that would have hit Thanos and it misses him.
Daniel is now wondering why that's a rule, and I was thinking, wow, that is true, but there you go. Daniel agrees.
Yeah, he's done it.
Before I put the mic down, please drop an F-bomb. Fair enough. Okay, so what I was saying about chess and stuff is just the idea that you can almost tell who's playing based only on how they play. Like Daniel has an incredibly specific way he plays. Mm-hmm. He will almost never take a shot if he doesn't have the ability to be very, very hard to be shot back.
All right.
Like he doesn't take many chances. Like George is almost the complete opposite. He takes huge swings, and that looks good.
Hypersonic does hit, but rerolls though. Misses.
Misses, yeah. Thanos. Get it? Misses. So that's huge.
That is big. 7. He's got 3 squares left. And depending on what his D6 roll is at the beginning of the turn.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be able to kind of suss that out based on
his movement. What's happening now is the concept that
1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's 10.
Man, it's hard for me to actually see this stuff. I'm sorry, Truman. I'm just going to drop the mic right now in the middle of the match and then drop an F-bomb. Thanks for explaining that I should do it at the end.
Step, I think, with Iron Man.
So the downside is Thanos. I don't think he has improved anything, Prime Thanos. So he's going to have a hard time getting around if he doesn't have Flyer. So that's a very big, bold choice for Adam to do.
He can move he can boost his speed. Just kind of increase speed by 2.
Yeah, that's probably what he's doing there. But like,
getting ready to move in for an attack, maybe moving up onto that elevator.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he hypothetically could do it because he can increase. Thanos versus Thanos.
Facing teleport 2 squares, so he's guarantees to get the attack.
Yeah, that's a Daniel Powell thing. Like, he wouldn't do 3.
Right.
He's an incredibly safe player.
7.
Adam's a very statistical player, even if it makes no sense.
That hits.
Yeah, for probably $1 million.
For 7 damage.
That's insane.
That's a.
So.
Is his senses back? I mean.
So Daniel, this is the best situation for Daniel, like, because this is how Daniel plays. Daniel will never ever take a single attack on Adam unless he is absolutely positive he can get back to safety.
Okay.
So this is going to be a very, very boring next few minutes.
I guess this Thanos is single token, right? So he can get a running shot and take fire on Thanos. But Dan's Thanos is what, 19 invincible, so
we should get you a Yeti mic, man. They're only like $100 or something. They're great. That's what I use.
There's a budget of $0, so
that's fair. That's fair.
We're just kind of
do you guys do this for fun?
As best we can.
Or what's the scenario?
Howard asked me a couple months ago to
I'd
be interested, and it's just sort of like I'm here.
Yeah.
He's sort of the deal is that I can be here at little cost to myself.
Nice.
And sort of just provide what I can.
Very cool.
So it's been fun so far. We've got a big day tomorrow too.
So what Daniel's doing now is he's making it so when he's up on that square, there's no ability to running shot there.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have improved targeting. It's a very interesting map.
So those.
Okay.
Those
also note the
squares.
snowball ice is only $50 at Walmart, and that's also pretty good. And that's true. The snowball is pretty good.
All right.
Also a thing that you can do, but I won't mention that.
Sure.
Yeah. That's how you get around stuff. You say you don't mention it, but you're really mentioning it. So right now, you got to absolutely just despise Adam's chances. He's giving him a Thanos shot on whatever. Like, what is that? Oh, it's right. Tony Stark can't even be shot.
Right.
So
can't be drawn.
Adam's now going to have to choose something that Adam would never ever want to do, but he does this stuff, which is walk next to him.
Right. There's no phasing or anything.
Yeah,
so he's gotta walk up that elevator.
But if he kills either character, now he's in +2s again. Mm-hmm. So the problem is he's going to have to kill Thanos. So Adam's always strategic. Adam will do no matter what it takes. He doesn't have he's whatever's the most logical thing. He doesn't seem to play by any emotion whatsoever.
Right. Which is probably to his benefit in times like this, right?
No. Adam's a total loser. No, I'm just kidding. I know. I doubt he's lost.
Sidestep breakaway with.
Oh, Daniel got nervous. Sidestep breakaway. Oh my god! I didn't get it. Oh, he did get it. I thought he didn't get it. The screen's really small for me.
Teleport for 1.
An old man.
Adam says forego the 2d6 one.
Yep. I feel like Daniel misses every time in the first attack.
No,
that's a miss.
Yeah, he just rolled the 2d6 on the.
Oh, anyway, okay.
Yeah. It's reroll. Probably famous. Miss.
And he gets a guy back. That is huge. Huge. That changes everything.
Oh.
Now, if Adam can find a way to, if I guess Daniel's going to do everything he can to hit that guy to kill him right now. What did he just do? Roll for sidestep breakaway. See, and that's a very Daniel thing. Like,
just a reposition, and
it's about repositioning. It's about safety. You know, and this is not a knock on Daniel for reference. He's an incredibly smart player. Oh, he just moved breakaway. Yeah.
It seems like he's just getting out of there.
Yeah. He's always around, like he'll whatever's the safest thing.
Huh. Just a reposition. Maybe it's safer for him to.
Okay.
So
keep Thanos.
So he doesn't get pen sized.
I get no. He has invincible. So, he doesn't want him to kill.
Missed. He's gonna reroll it.
That kills Tony Stark.
Yep.
So that helps with the perplex.
That was the duplicate that did it. So.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, you have to do that. Because now you're going for. Oh, did he
rolled a breakaway sidestep and failed.
Oh, gotcha. What?
Clear.
Adam, come on, man.
13 for 6.
Why? Why would you do this? I like how the commentary is now about what microphone we should buy. Reroll. Miss.
This just gets in.
Sorry, and another duplicate. Games have changed. Now, so what's going to happen, guaranteed, is he is now going to push that duplicate to attack Thanos, even if it doesn't matter, and then he will do the damage, and he'll get the +2. So now he's still got the onus to kill that Thanos.
Do you think that? Yeah, he maybe sidesteps that duplicate. Duplicate on Tony.
My gosh.
He goes for the reroll. Hits.
Who was it on? I'm sorry.
Dealing 3 damage.
Oh yeah, sure. Iron Man is now good. He should be 16 defense and no, yeah, he's on 17. He can't sidestep breakaway anymore.
Succeeds.
Oh, because he could kill. Yeah, he can. Or yeah, he might get a knocked off the building or something. No, it doesn't matter. But getting away from that
allows it to happen. So maybe.
Yeah, there is no White Castle. That's an important thing for people that are talking about it. No White Castle around here. It's like that. And now he will push, and he'll have two, so he's going to really be able to hit Thanos.
Thanos is punching Thanos?
Adam's Thanos? Did he roll off the table?
I don't know.
Yeah, he did. Oh, no. Wow, he didn't do the 2+2s. Weird.
That's a miss.
Why? Why wouldn't Adam sack the other guy? Does Thanos have 2 tokens on him? That both?
I think so.
Adams only has 1, but how many does Daniel have?
But he's not in.
He's not sacking him. I think he wants.
Stamina.
Oh, he's using the rerolls.
Oh wow. And Dan gets his reroll.
Is that a hit? No. Dan's touching his head, so it's not a hit, right? Yeah. And push. And wow, God. See, this is a classic Adam thing. So he's not looking at the immediate. He's literally thinking that if I have the 2 rerolls, that will quite literally be better. Now he can't get more duplicates in here. If he had more on the sideline, he could.
So he's limited to that number.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's trapping Thanos in. They're I believe they're 0 point, but it doesn't matter because right now Thanos, like, if Daniel just doesn't, if everybody dies but the 2 Thanoses, Daniel wins this.
So he's just got to keep the rerolls around to stop Dan from taking out Thanos.
Yeah, I mean it's brilliant. Yeah, I give it up to Adam. Going with just the 1+2, and did he get the breakaway?
Must have.
Yeah.
No sidestep. He might be on last click.
No, he couldn't be.
Or running shot. Yeah, he would be on.
He's running shotting him.
10-2.
No, he got hit for 3, so that would be he should be on the 17, 17 reflex.
But then I think he got hit again with the.
Oh, did he? Okay. That hit? Oh, breakaway.
Sidestep breakaway. That's
Okay, yeah.
So now I think Iron Man's on last click.
So, are both of these guys tokened up?
That Thanos is the double token from last turn. That one just became double token, I believe.
This is not the boring match you promised, Scott. I'm leaving. No, this has been exciting, man.
Yeah.
I'm riveted. Oh, he just hit him how many?
2 damage through.
2 damage through. That puts him on his bad clicks. Let's go over that. So pushed once. So 1,
Push once?
2. Yeah, remember he Colossal pushed.
Yeah.
So that means he cannot do phase away anymore.
Oh.
So they are locked, and that is a huge advantage for Adam.
Yeah.
That is, I'm not saying game, but Daniel's going to have to stall a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that means that Adam will not have lost to going through this whole thing. So kids, the lesson here is if you have Prime Thanos in your booster, you should play him.
Yeah.
That's
Especially
a must play.
Pull some duplicates along.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The big thing about this tournament, you'll look at it, all the top ones, almost everybody in the top pulled one giant thing, and the reason that's so good is it allowed you to play, just build 2 teams from the rest.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately for Sealed, if you don't pull that, it's almost impossible to win. Because you need that thing.
Ooh.
And just took 1, it looks like. Daniel's looking at his figure, contemplating it. Should I put it in my mouth? No. I always think about that with figures. Do I put it in my mouth?
The Thanos Prime took +2 to his defense too.
All right, Dan call a judge is what we heard.
Dan, call a judge.
Ask for terrain tool.
Mm.
It's hard to believe Adam played the most probable, it was an elite unprobable scenario.
Dan's sitting at needing it to hit a 9 with all those rerolls.
Dan, yeah. And yeah, so might as well, right?
Yeah. What's he gonna do?
Yep, Scott with veteran advice, pull good stuff and play it. No, the real thing here is that this is a particular tournament in which there's about 4 or 5 pieces, and if you didn't pull one of those 4 or 5, it made it so you couldn't win in teams, basically.
Okay.
That's basically what it is, and every team in here, in all top 8, have at least one player that is using basically 2 figures or 3 small figures, and that's the real big difference.
Right, so Thanos Prime, Thanos Super Rare, Spider Queen, Maestro.
Yeah, because
Regent
was a big one.
Yeah,
Regents in this finals here. It was Isaac played it. I think almost every team. Every team either had
3 different teams that had Regent
yes.
in the finals. Yeah.
Yep. And then 2 different teams had Thanos. Thanos beats it, of course. Thanos is the thing you wanted to pull.
The Prime or the Super Rare?
Doesn't the better player always win, regardless of what you pull?
That makes sense.
No, because I've beaten a lot of people. I win a lot, and I'm very rarely the better player. Iron Man got hit. He's dead.
I think Iron Man crit missed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Dan asked if Adam would want to reroll them. And yeah, now it's just a matter of time.
And this is the match, by the way, because I really think that Paris has a significant advantage on Sam. Not that Sam's a bad player, just that team matchup is really, really in favor. And then
Paris piloted that.
and then Regent is what Matt's playing.
Regent.
Yeah.
Good size guy.
Well, Thorcore, yeah, Paris is really like Paris would be good. The only thing that would match up well is like a Hulk Swarm or I mean Thanos is just always good, but wow, he hit.
Oh, he hit. Wow.
Just took one though. So that's on the second click, I think.
Right. Still invincible.
This is a good point that you can't really be wrong if you're on Facebook.
Can't
all
really
right.
be right either. That attack hits Thanos for way too much damage.
Yeah. So the thing about Adam's team is he has exactly two good clicks. He has only one good click. Yeah.
Too. Bit by bit, whittling him down. Because now he's deep in these invulnerable and toughness clicks.
I think he's out probably on toughness now. So.
Yeah. Daniel knows the game's over. It's just right. It's sort of like a formality now, just to finish it out.
Yep. But yeah, you gotta go for it. I thought the game was over for me. The game before, I was positive I was losing that game, and I ended up rolling a 10 and 9, like a 10, and he had 20 defense and I had 10 attack and 11 attack, and I won out of nowhere, like 3 9s and 10s in a row to like just crush. Yeah. And so you got to play it out because you just don't know. But yeah, 3 free rolls takes a lot of the prob out of it.
It does. It just against that, it's too much. But yeah, you just keep going. The dice will do the dice.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised Dan's not attacking the
duplicates.
Yeah, but I guess they just come back. So wait, if he kills one, I guess. Oh my God, we have a new person making stuff.
Yeah, so if he kills one, it gives Friedman the option to KO the other, or get another Infinity Stone and get one, and then potentially later get one back.
Yeah, one thing to mention is I have to say I actually don't like Spider Queen. I mean, I'm probably playing it, but you don't really like it because it doesn't. You really have to have a hell of a taxi to make it work.
Oh, 13 for 6.
How? Who?
Against the Thanos. Dan hits. Reroll. Reroll. It's boom, boom, boom.
Is he impervious?
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3.
Did he roll? Did he get the impervious or no?
No, he missed the impervious.
So he's.
So Thanos heals 1 off of the steel energy. Maybe back up.
Yeah. What? How could it be 13 for 6?
I have no idea.
No. That makes no sense. Maybe they're screwing with us. Yeah, he gets +1s, but like, unless he's somehow back up to his first click and Adam's being a nice guy. What are they saying?
Oh, maybe Thanos took a hit. He's gonna go for sidestep right away.
How many tokens does Daniel Paulus Thanos have?
Thanos has 2 tokens. He's token. Thanos increases attack by 2.
How much is that?
That's game.
Hey, congratulations. That was a much faster Thanos battle than I would have assumed.
Yeah. I mean, once Dan took position up on the elevated, and Friedman just like went in for it.
Sorry. Yeah. I mean, that's amazing. Adam Friedman, big bucket of win there.
Yeah, probably him out of the hits and generating those duplicates is probably what won the game. But he took the risk, and he got rewarded for it. He did what he had to do, right? Like you said, all emotion aside, knowing that he's just got to close the distance.
Yeah, I would have been trying harder to hit Thanos and done less on defense. That's the honest truth, because I'm always worried that the more chances he gets, I'm trying to close out a game fast. Adam's more methodical about it. Okay, so just some things people mentioned. Spider Queen's really hard to kill. Spider Queen can be really hard to kill. So Spider Queen, if you kill her support, she's 200 points. If you pair her with like Namor, yeah, of course that's amazing. But if you pair her with like, something more realistic like Iron Man carrying around or something like that, it's just not that impressive. And it's kind of easy to just move around her a lot of times. I'm not saying that she doesn't do well. I'm just saying that like she's kind of the piece that gets you to 6th place. You know what I'm saying? Like definitely you get in the top 8 with her, but then when you're playing like against Regent, Thanos, all this different stuff, you start losing really bad to that stuff. Or a Good Swarm. Good Swarm takes it out better. Whereas like Regent always has a chance even against Good Swarm. So am I now regretting not being the 4th member of 4 Points Gaming who got? So I'm praying for Matt to win this out, man. He's never won a ROC. And for him to win ROC and us to, it's not technically 4 points that won it, but he still gets the map and stuff. So I think that's huge and part of 4 points is on the team. So that's a big bucket of win in my opinion. So, and we had a 50-50 shot.
Post game?
Yeah, that was amazing. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, we have the one, the only Adam Friedman here. He does not
He's
have.
just stepped into the booth.
What's the? You can actually tell us right now. So who is? How the other two games
Destroyer's
going?
dead. Regent's on 3.
Okay, so Matt's looking good.
Yeah.
And what about? What about Paris?
I think.
Paris
Man's
did
1-1.
lose officially. Paris lost, so it's going to come down to
Regent
Matt
brings
and
up
4
Keon
points.
Lex. He's scored 3 points.
Here.
All right, let's do it.
I mean, I'm not sure. I don't know Regent that well. Too.
Thank you, Scott. That was actually.
If he was like click 7, I'd be worried, but he's not.
All right. So,
Where's the camera? There it is.
Adam Friedman, you just won your finals match against Daniel Powell.
That is what I am informed by the officials.
Thanos versus Thanos, yes.
Yes.
Going into that match.
I'm so sorry, Dan, but you're half the universe is.
Oh, savage. Yeah, very nice, very nice. You won that roll? You lost that
I
roll?
lost.
Last time.
Yeah, he's
Damn.
plus three scientists.
Plus
I'm
3
zero.
scientists,
Yeah, I'm
okay. So you took you a map with a lot of hindering, which is good for your Thanos.
Yes, but it's really bad for. So it's good and bad because
for
like
your
he can't
Thanos.
move.
Yeah. You can't move, but he's.
And that elevated area at the top is insane for his team because I'm a running shot piece.
Yeah.
So I can't just move and attack up to there.
Right. So let's just jump to that point on. Obviously, the early game was a little bit of positioning. Daniel took a good shot, missed. Iron Goblin went in, missed. Got punished for it. Dan repositions onto the top of that elevated, and you just move up.
Yeah.
Right. You had already KO'd a Thanos duplicate, so you got a +2 to 1 of your combat values.
It's always defense.
Putting it into defense, yeah. And taking those rerolls to generate the duplicates.
Yeah.
Which gave you 3 rerolls against
Against the adjacent Thanos.
Right. And
it's brutal.
yeah. Because it was just miss after miss after miss.
Yeah. And the effect of the probs on how it works on the map is it's compounding. So like to get a 6 to hit is 15 and 36. It's a bit under half. It's like 37%, something like that, 32%. Is your miss chance. As soon as you get to the needing to do it twice, it goes to like 60% chance. Because it goes the other way, right? Because you need to do a 60% event twice. So just rounding the math, so that's 6 times 6 is 36.
Right.
So you have a 36% chance of hitting after 2. And then after the third one, it's times another 0.6, so it's like 12% to hit it. But then he gets one in his favor because he had a problem time.
Right.
So it ends up being like 30-40% total.
Miss like
most of the time. Once he missed that first one, he was very likely to miss future ones.
Sure. So that just puts you at a very strong advantage. And then you were able to, you chose not to KO the duplicates at all at that point.
There's no advantage to it.
Just peering into the math, you understood that.
No. It has nothing to do with the math. There's 0 points, so you can't get tokens.
Oh, you're right. Okay. I see that now. Yeah. All right. So at that point, you're just posted up, and Dan didn't choose to reposition with his phasing at all. While he still had it. But then once you knocked him off of it, he was kind of stuck.
So the problem is if he moves away, it's hard for him to get back into the fight.
Okay.
Because if he doesn't have the move 0 but get carried with Iron Man, then it's not nearly as guaranteed that he gets it. And if he doesn't move far enough away, he can just running shot him from the elevated. So he can't really move away that easily with the phasing. So that I think that's the reason for that. And
sticks around.
Yeah, that's the reason he has to stick around. Because if he just moves away, I'm going to get to shoot stuff. And then I get more tokens.
And at that point in the game, are you thinking it's just a matter of time before I finish this out?
No, I'm thinking I could get extremely unlucky.
Okay.
Or he could just get the rolls. Like when he got the 3 9s, I was like, oh, this could go south very quickly.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So you just play it through.
Yeah, just play it out.
Very methodical, very logical, right?
I try to be. I don't always succeed.
All right. Well, excellent play. I mean,
Thank
excellent technical play. Keeping the right, generating the duplicates. I don't know, man. Your team is doing well right now.
Yeah.
So
Well, we're 1-1 right now. So it's the last game.
Yeah. Okay. So last game is decided.
Yeah. From when I last looked at it, Destroyer Thor's dead, but what's his name? Regent. Regent's only on click 3. And I think he's like 8 clicks and he's a big beefy guy. So if he's only on click 3, he's doing pretty well, I would assume.
Yes, yeah, especially with the primary Destroyer Thor,
he's dead.
200 points.
125. He just only has one star.
There's still a considerable amount of.
He's got Nico Minoru, 2 other random guys, I don't know who they are, and who's the 30-point piece? Just looked at it. I don't remember. Yeah, Thordis.
Yeah, sure.
I think she's 30, right?
Yeah. But that's a lot of one shots out of Regent. Right?
Yeah, and it's also not that much damage. I mean,
and I think Regent Mid-Dial is sitting in
and I think
Pervious
I think he was on Super Senses or Tempest or something. I couldn't really tell. I didn't take a look.
Yeah.
And then I think Alex Waller was still alive and hadn't been KO'd yet. Oh, it's Vince. Oh, how did I think that was toughness?
So that's much better with the RCE.
Yeah. So I was thinking like if he was on like click 7, he could be in a lot of trouble. If he's on click 3, unless I misread it, it's possible.
All right.
Then he should be pretty okay.
Excellent. Well,
so we'll see.
Excellent game, excellent play. Thank you very much.
You hear about Paris's loss?
Oh,
3 crit misses.
3 crit misses.
3 crit misses.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. And apparently that was Sam all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. She got really rough pairings, is what it sounded like. And then
And this last one, she
pulled it out, man.
All right.
That's all it takes.
Wow.
All it takes to win in a team event is you just got to win the games that matter.
Right.
You don't have to win all the irrelevant ones.
Yeah. The clutch ones, right?
Yeah, so that's all that matters.
Hopefully, right, for you and your team, Matt pulls it out.
Yeah. I mean, Matt's a good player, so
yeah, he's an excellent player.
So if the dice guys don't frown on him,
on camera earlier during the Swiss for semifinals, running Unimind and just
that was so dirty.
It was the opening attack.
I'm gonna put this out there. I think we need to stop with maps. I think we just need to ban all maps, 100% of maps. We just play. I don't know what we play on, but we don't play on maps anymore.
All right.
I'm tired of them.
We just play on clear grids.
No, clear's broken too. Like you can't have clear grids because they're broken. Like that's a problem. Like I don't know what you do. Like there's no good solution because like you can't have too much of anything. Like you need like someone to come in and like find the most statistically balanced map you could possibly make and then do that.
And then it's just that map.
It's just that. That's the one map you're playing because this is getting ridiculous.
Right.
Like because I had to play against Scott the previous round and it was on the ROC Underground map.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah, the map's pretty rough.
I am thoroughly convinced that map should
it's
never.
It's either ROC Underground or the Underground Cavern from
the Underground Cavern is way less bad. It's not even close.
Way less bad, but it's still pretty rough.
No. Because the difference is the locking on movement. There's enough alternate move paths and different ways to go around that if you're either approaching or going the other way, it's not a problem. Whereas it's literally like a labyrinth where you have one path unless you start breaking blocking for the dungeon. Sure. Which
I guess I haven't seen it.
Yeah, so it's if you pull it up, it's basically it's all indoor and then it's like almost like a lattice grid like this.
Okay.
And then it's got like an opening here, an opening here, an opening here, an opening there.
All right. Yeah, it's like one square.
There's like if you just look at like the ways you can get through, there's like 2 squares that approach the other half of the map. So it's like split vertically almost.
Okay.
If you want to like and that's how the map works.
Oh man.
So and Scott's team has all the destroyed blocking movers on Battle World other team.
World Breakers.
Yeah, the World Breakers. So he's got the 2 World Breakers and Maestro. So like he doesn't care about it.
Right.
But my team does.
Yeah.
So that would
have been rough. All right, man. Well, thanks very much. Let's
You're very welcome.
See how the last game finishes out.
We'll do.
Maybe get a post tournament with the whole squad, or if it goes.
Let's see if they want to. I don't know if they're gonna want to go to bed tomorrow.
True.
It's late.
Really late. All right, man.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, we are waiting for the final game of the finals match to conclude, and then we will bring you the good news. But right now it's Matt Esbrook and Lane Miller locked in pretty serious combat. Like Adam Friedman said, Esbrook is KO'd Thor Destroyer, and Lane Miller's doing the best he can to whittle down the rest of Matt's team, or at least take out that Regent and come up on points. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So stick around, and we will fill you in on the results of the game and the match. All right, we are back with your new reigning Team World's ROC Cup Team Sealed ROC Cup champions. Right? Is that accurate?
Yeah,
Is that accurate?
that's right.
All right. It is Team Paradma.
Paradma.
I had no say in the team.
They had no say.
I would like to put that.
There's Arnold
I'm
Berkman's
just
name.
saying the team. An amalgamation of 4 points, Ragnarok,
And Adam Friedman.
and Adam
Freeman.
right? But the name,
Insider,
right?
insiders.
Yeah, piece together from all your names. So, this is right. I don't know, a legend.
We're just a
run?
pickup group.
We're a pickup
We were a
group.
pickup group.
Yeah,
we were
It just
people
goes to
that
show
didn't
you
have
don't
teams.
have to
A
bring a
pickup
team.
group of
Yeah.
some of
To win teams.
a pickup group of some of the highest level players right in the game.
That's true.
Wow.
They're too modest. They're too modest.
Now, in this last final round, we saw Adam Friedman's game on the feature match.
Oh, I got so lucky.
Did you really? I don't know what you're
Thanos should have just crushed him.
Oh wow.
Pretty lucky, but good positioning. He took a risky positioning play, and it paid off for him. Paris, unfortunately, I heard you suffered some
I got destroyed. Yeah.
terrible dice loss. Right, terrible dice rolls.
It was pretty bad. Yeah, I rolled it was two or three.
2 or 3
Crit misses.
crit
Yeah,
misses.
and
Ugh.
I lost math. I was only -1, but if I did win math, then they have no flyers, and I go on ultimate sacrifice. But
That map needs to not exist.
No, yeah.
Remember my statement before? How the next
happening?
Miracles can't be a game of maps.
No more maps. So we got a
And
win.
maps.
We got a loss. Resolved before the clutch game. Matt Esbrook
Yep.
against Lane Miller. Regent against Destroyer Thor and Friends, which is looked like
It was a brutal team.
a
Yeah,
plethora
brutal
of
team.
people,
Yeah, it was really underestimated.
So going into that, you were on Wakanda. He had one map roll. You had one
I
map
won
roll.
map
You
roll.
won map roll. You're doing that because you can take the improved targeting hindering,
And get the +2 bonus.
right? And
I
just
hadn't really recognized the PD and everything was going
Swing
to reduce
from
your
a-
defenses
yeah,
and stuff.
right.
So there's better maps.
and
We
he had
didn't have
he
one
had,
right?
I did not have.
we
a
didn't
problem.
list it.
Yeah.
two
So-
Sheriff Steve Rogers, a Thoris with PD.
Yeah.
What else was he? The Destroyer Thor,
Nico Minoru,
which is a TK,
and the Destroyer Thor was the big one.
Yeah. Going
Like
into
4
that,
PDs.
going into that game, maybe a lot of pressure, a lot on the line.
Oh yeah, because then he told me that he hadn't lost a game all day.
Oh, he hadn't lost a game
He had
all
all
I
day.
can-
Like
neither
my,
one of-
my teammates hadn't lost a game all day. I was the only one losing games.
Oh man!
So going into that,
You only
Um,
dropped 2.
yeah, I only
you
dropped
only
2, but
dropped
still,
2 games
but
throughout the day,
yeah.
right? But
Yeah.
these guys had just gone on a
undefeated until the
run,
last
on a
round.
run. So it came down to you.
Yeah, and they didn't hesitate to say that.
Actually,
Pat came by. It was all this. It all depends on this game.
Right?
Although
Now-
I would like to say, this event is like a very good example of why you need to bring back for top 8, because our pool was just our worst team
but somebody else is gonna
would be like most.
But
other
that's
teams'
what happens.
best.
All the winners usually have like really great teams.
Oh, is that just how it
That's
works?
how. That's how.
Okay,
That's how. That's how
Okay. Let's not get into the analysis of the format or anything. We're talking about this game, this clutch win. Okay, going into it, right? Wakanda, you've got the map roll, you've got initiative, right? You have the Alpha Strike. So
That wasn't actually true. I did not have the
No,
Alpha Strike.
you did not.
He had the TK with the Destroyer Thor and the double sidestep.
Okay.
So he actually made sure that I could not get the Alpha. I was one away every time.
Every time.
And he said I couldn't use Perplex with Alex, so I could not get it. I couldn't
Wow.
get it. So I had to wait for him to come out and do his Alpha Strike.
Do his Alpha Strike. So you had to take the hit.
I had to take the hit, and I guess I would have forgotten that the Destroyer Thor says you can make
Yeah,
it
you
miss.
can ignore an attack.
But he also had essentially like 3 rerolls because of Nico's double PC and then.
I'm pretty sure the
Thor's.
timing on it is
Yeah.
you'd have to wait till after the problems all resolved and then you decide.
The way we probably would have played it was that he could reroll it.
Yeah, no, that,
I
I'm
know,
pretty sure that's wrong.
but so that's how he was. I think that's how he was playing it. So it was just really good. So he was hitting when he did it. He just happened to. Did I get my impervious roll? I don't remember what happened to that attack. Or he just missed.
You came in
I can't remember what
on
happened.
the Alpha,
Came in on the alpha, and
but
I don't remember what
you
happened.
didn't take any damage.
Did I take damage?
You took
What
a
did we
reading,
do?
Oh, I hit.
You were in click 3 for a while, so I think
I was on click 3, so he must have hit. I
So he
honestly
must
don't
have
remember. I was knocked down. Yeah, he
You
knocked me
knocked
down.
But at that
But
point,
I'm not sure if they did it or if all his little 30-point characters, because all his 30-point characters were doing like enhancement and PD, and they were just they
Enhancement's how I got the
they
point.
kept
Okay, that's what
they
I'm trying to
kept
figure out.
nailing it.
Oh.
So
he went from like 3 to
how did you come up over the top on that in response and take out the Destroyer Thor, which seems to be the clutch play of the game?
You know what? No, I definitely didn't take damage from Destroyer Thor because I had the Psychic Blast for
Right.
that attack.
Yeah.
So I Psychic Blasted through him before. He's not an invincible. And then he did a bunch of damage to me. And then based me with Thor. I don't know what the I can't remember what the strategy was, but it gave me the opportunity to perplex down his defense and then hit him for 3 past his invincible, which was going to KO him.
Right.
I made a mistake with Molly Hayes thinking that she could do something when she had an action token, so I had to go with Destroyer Thor. Destroyer Thor ended up KOing him, and then the rest of his team, who was like 30 points, 50 points, is just doing it's like relentless, able to hit and pinging damage. Yeah. And then I remembered this game to pick my Impervious, so when I KO'd his Destroyer Thor, which I remember all day.
Yeah.
But it actually didn't matter.
Okay.
I missed it.
I usually missed everyone.
I missed everyone, but hey. But
getting some D6 rollouts, right? Taking those ping damages, weathering the storm.
Yeah.
You just had to play patiently.
Yeah.
After you KO'd Destroyer Thor, at what point of the game did that happen?
That was early. That was pretty early.
Pretty early on.
I mean, 15 minutes, maybe mid game, because we were going back and forth and not doing anything for a little while.
Okay.
And then he came out and made his alpha, and then it pursued from there. I just felt like I got attacked a million times by those little guys, like a million times.
But you were able to pull it out?
Because it was like one ping at a time.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I noticed that it seemed like he had all the rest of his team still out. So.
Actually, yeah, Destroyer Thor was the only thing that got KO'd, because I missed a lot of stuff. I had a lot of bad rolls.
You still had Wilder and you had what's her name, so it was literally the only piece KO.
Yeah,
that's true.
Wow.
That's actually true. But I had a lot of bad rolls.
I think the only other piece that took
5s
damage
and
was
4s.
Yeah, you
couldn't hit.
It was to 5.
Clearly
few
the
times.
highlight
Only had,
moment,
one.
hanging in there at the very end.
I don't think he
Taking 3 more attacks on that last turn.
The last one, I don't know if I don't think he could have done it either way.
Crit hit.
A crit hit would have done it, because I think
You
between
needed 2 more, and you had the Impervious.
the Impervious, and he's doing 1 at a time, 3 damage. I think I could.
It wouldn't have done
Crit,
it.
yeah, I don't think it would have done
Because you still had after that last one, which hit, you still had 1 more.
enough. Okay.
You were on second to last after that
Right.
damage, so you needed to somehow make up 2, and there was 3 on the previous attack I missed.
Wow. Very close.
So yeah, it turns
Yeah,
out that
man.
missing all the rolls.
Very close.
Impervious is just
I was
good.
missing all the purposes, missing my attacks. I was just surviving that game after the
Don't
KO.
let Invincible lose. Impervious is good.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Man. Yeah, thanks. Super exciting. I was clutch. Didn't matter all day, but I matter now.
He is that champion.
That's right.
Of
They wouldn't have
respect.
known without me. Otherwise, the whole day didn't matter. But that was awesome.
Red.
Look,
All right,
we
everybody.
literally had you here just for that match.
Yeah.
That's right. I called.
Why- why do you think we
I'm gonna
might-
matter?
So you have anything to say to the people at home?
I will probably end up having no influence over Matt because nothing I want to do is something that they will allow.
Let's
I
get
love you,
crazy.
man.
Okay.
There will be
Okay.
pictures, maybe.
There will
We
be
may do
pictures.
pictures.
Pictures. You
All
gotta
right.
get out there, man. All right.
Thank you.
Peace
This concludes
Did I ever
today's
tell you what
stream.
my
Thanks
map
for sticking
idea is?
around. Right. Give it up for the ROC Cup Team Sealed champions.
Radna.
Correct.